Fox News is committed to making sure that you feel your best. A lot of people suffer with back problems from time to time, but there are some ways that you can help to keep your back healthy. Joining me now is Dr. Richard Menger he's a neurosurgeon at USA Health. I want to thank you first for stopping in. And we were just talking briefly about this, and you want to try to prevent having to have surgery. So how can you protect your back?
Sure, yeah. So the first thing is generally just taking care of your body itself. So keeping yourself in the best aerobic shape that you can. And then also how you lift things and sort of ergonomics of your body, extremely important. So lifting up things sort of closer to your body, work equals force times distance. So the closer something is to your body, the less sort of stress and strain there is on the spine. So sort of doing those sort of motions in the safest way possible really can help protect you from having an incident at work or at home, just from day-to-day life.
And there can be symptoms of back pain before it gets too bad, you were saying.
Sure. Yeah, so our body has a bunch of innate sort of protection mechanisms, and sometimes we can get muscle spasms or back pain. And I think what I like to tell my patients is you know your body best. If something is different, if something's really disrupting your activities of daily living or the things you really like to do, that's when you sort of go the direction of talking to your doctor or someone you trust about what the next steps may be. But it's really about you sort of keeping yourself in the best shape that you can.
Yeah, and on that note, once you go see a doctor, that's when you guys determine if a surgery is needed. And I imagine there are different procedures depending on the problem.
Right, exactly. So, I think the biggest thing is you're looking at the imaging of the patient, the MRI or CT scan, and you're really talking to the patient, listening to them. Again, they know their body best. So what are your symptoms? What do you want to get back to doing, and how can we get you there? So there's different types of surgeries where we remove, say, a disc herniation or pieces of bone, and we can do that in a minimally invasive surgery where patients go home the next day or even the same day with a very small incision about 1 inch long. And then there's people who may need spinal instrumentation or spine reconstructions for different problems. So it's really about, again, talking, listening to the patient, hearing them, and integrating that into the sort of latest literature.
I know that the recovery can sometimes be long and just as painful as before when you went in there.
Sure. So again, then that's part of, I think, the surgeon's responsibility. We sit and talk to the patient sort of step by step about what to expect. And one of the things that we're really proud of at USA is that we have a dedicated spine team. So we work with the physical therapists. Erin Roberts is our spine nurse in my clinic who, again, sees the patients with me, gets to know the patients, and we talk to them over and over. So you're sort of seeing and dealing with the same people every time.
I've been seeing a lot of people talking about having a standing desk because that will help you with supporting your spine and having better posture. Just out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I think that's there's sort of this general movement in terms of being up and out of your seat, and I think that's great. I think we don't realize how much sort of inherent slouching we do in our day-to-day life, and even it's just looking at our phone like this is something that we see. And I do I focus a lot on pediatric scoliosis, and I see patients in my clinic with that, and they'll have pain from just looking down at their phone all the time. And actually one of the #1 causes of back pain, even in patients with scoliosis in that adolescent population, is carrying their backpack.
Oh my gosh.
And that's a big thing, and the recommendation is that it should be about 20% of your body weight, but we're seeing obviously it's a lot higher in those populations. So again, it's really about just taking care of yourself and protecting your body as best you can.
And knowing your body to recognize when something's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I appreciate you so much for stopping by. We'll have this interview posted on the Fox 10 YouTube page so you can share it with someone you know. Look for it shortly and be sure to subscribe. Thank you again.
Thank you.